Well, we used to know that family, but the whole family went crazy.
Welcome to Crazy America, the everyday chronicle of mayhem and madness across our great land. Now, folks, we have quite a story for you today. But before we get into that, press the subscribe button below and sign up for our regular updates. Now, we're going to talk today about a really shocking story. So, a lot of you may be familiar with the phrase that hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. And that was attributed to a very old school English playwright and poet, William Congreve, from the 17th century. Well, folks, a man in Louisiana this month showed that hell also has no fury like a bridegroom scorned. So we have a story about a Louisiana groom who shot his bride's suspected lover on their wedding night. And not only that, folks, the groom, name of Devin Jose Jones, chased and shot his new wife, chased her down the street whilst still wearing his tux. This really is a story that you can't make up. So what happened? So, as we say, a Louisiana couple's wedding night went with a bang, but unfortunately the wrong kind of bang last month, when the groom chased his bride on foot along a busy highway and shot the man that he suspected of being the lover of his new bride. Now, the matrimonial mayhem kicked off on Saturday night as the newlyweds and a male friend of the bride, and it turns out he may have been more than a friend, as when they were all riding together, and I mean riding in the sense of being in the car together, in the vehicle on the Interstate 10, just after the ceremony. And the groom, Devin Jose Jones, pulled out a gun, confronted his bride and the friend over their alleged tryst. And upon that, the pair managed to escape the car and started running for their lives. So at this point, toting a gun, the scorned bridegroom Jones, in his tuxedo, with the bride trying to run away from him, still wearing her dress, was an alarming sideshow for many motorists stuck in traffic. And Jones started shooting the fleeing pair. He accidentally fired into a bystander's vehicle and hit a man in the hand. He also did eventually get a slug into the leg of the man he thought was having it away, his former friend. I guess we could say former friend at this point. So that man, the alleged lover, was shot. Both victims were taken to New Orleans Hospital, and at the time we went to publication at Crazy America, they were said to be in a stable condition. The bride only narrowly avoided being shot herself after emergency medical workers helped barricade her inside an ambulance, with the furious Jones still in his tuxedo, still toting his gun, desperately trying to break in and shoot her. But he was, thankfully, folks, stopped moments later, stopped by police and other first responders and arrested. And not surprisingly, Jones has now been hit with a slew of charges: attempted second-degree murder, illegal use of weapons, aggravated second-degree battery, and aggravated damage to criminal property. So he was being held without bond as of last weekend, and doubtless, folks, he'll be hoping at least to get a refund on the honeymoon. Not the way that he planned, or dare I say it, his bride planned. They would be starting married life. But we'll obviously have to see how this story plays out. And as ever, we'll be right on top of it. Well, that's all we've got time for today, folks. But we'll see you again very soon. Thanks very much.